I want to talk about today about why e-commerce stores fail. If you don't know me yet, my name is Javier Gonzalez. I've been doing e-commerce since 2020, generating more than seven figures online. So let's dive straight into it. And the first reason why it's stores and products have bad margins. If you have bad margins, you're done before you even start. You have to sell at least 3x the markup of what your cost is. So for example, if you get a product for $10, the minimum you can sell it for it's $30. And why? So you have shipping costs, you have the product cost, and where most money goes is into ads. So the ads are getting expensive and more expensive over the years. They could take like 60% of all your cost. So you need good margins in order to scale and to be able to be profitable because you can make sales, but at the end of the day, like revenue doesn't matter as much as the profit that you make. For example, we get it for $10, we sell it for 50. Let's say we make sales for $30. That's our CPA, our cost per acquisition, plus $10 in COGS. That's $40. We still have $10 in profit, and that's like 20% of profit margins, which is okay. So we can scale with that. However, if we have just a 3x, we sell it for $30, we get it for 10, and then our CPA it's 28. That's gonna give us just $2 of profit. And then we have to factor in the processing fees, we have to factor in our chargeback rate, we have to factor in a lot of stuff that is just not gonna make us money at the end of the day. So we can scale it up to 100K months, but still make no profit. You have to have good margins before you even start. You gotta test, of course, different pricing points, but always protect your margins. Number two, people just follow what everyone else is doing. So of course, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. However, you still have to do something different. You have to have a competitive advantage against your competitors. For example, in my experience, I recently launched a shapewear brand. Well, not a brand, it was just a product. And it didn't work out. And it's not like it didn't work out because it was a bad product or because it was just a bad store. It was a good one actually. I made some sales. However, because everything was the same as everyone else was selling, my CPMs, my cost per mil impressions for 1,000 impressions, it was extremely high. It was around the $200 mark. So it's impossible to make money if you have a 200 CPM. With $200, you're showing it to 1,000 people. Let's say you have a good ad and you get a 3% CTR. So out of those 1,000 people, 60 are going to go into your website. And then let's say you have a good conversion rate, then 3% of that it's going to buy. So out of those 60, 3% it would be around 1 point something, two sales. Out of $200, you got two sales. So $100 CPA and the product was $35. So it is impossible to make money that way just because of the CPM itself. So find your competitive edge and try to scale it and be different. Like your marketing has to be different. The way your angles, you don't do the same stuff that everyone else is doing. If not, you're just going to get high CPMs and you're just gonna fail right off the bat. Number three, I want to talk about bad ads because that also plays a big role. You can have a great product, you can have a great website that converts extremely well, but if your ads are bad, no one is going to go into your website. Remember, it's a funnel. Your ads is what drives traffic to your website where they convert. So if you cannot send traffic to your website, it's just going to be really, really bad. Like you're just gonna waste money on your ad account and you're not gonna make it back. And that's how you just fail just because you have bad creatives. What I recommend, we can just go to Copify, and what they do is they have this top ads section. For example, let's say we sell a pillow or something like that. We can see the ads that are winning ads, and then we just see it and we can recreate them for our brand. Total different. For example, this is for cold plunge. We can see the video, we can see their hook, stuff like that, and we can try to use them for our own brand in a different niche. So that's how you make better ads without doing the same stuff that direct competitors are doing. You have to do what is working for others, but if it is your same product, your same niche, it's going to be really hard to stand out. So just go look for winning ads in a different niche and try to replicate them into yours with your brand's values. And then the last one that I want to talk about, and for me personally, this is the most important one, it's the founder mentality. I honestly feel there's two founder mentalities. One of them is the correct one, and I feel the other one is really wrong. And I've been thinking this since I started doing e-commerce in 2020, since I was 19. The first one that I feel is right, it's you make a brand and you shut your mouth about it. You just make money. You just go put in the work, do the ads, learn every day like how to do it better. Start testing, start doing stuff. Don't post it everywhere. Just go and do your stuff on what you're good about. If you're going to post stuff, just do it from your brand Instagram or your brand's TikTok. Don't start just showing it to people before you even start or just talking about it. You're just japping about it because that's not going to take you anywhere. Because the other founder mentality that I've seen, and I call it wannabe founders, what they do, they create a logo, they create the Instagram page, and before they even open a website or they even find what product they're going to sell, they go onto their Instagram and they just put a CEO at and the name of the brand. They don't care about making the money. They just care about them looking like they make money online or they have a brand or they're interesting, but they don't know anything about the business. So that's something that you have to see and change. Evaluate which one you are because those like the second one is not gonna get anywhere and you're gonna fail right off the bat because you're doing e-commerce or you're doing a business just to show others that you do just to look cool or whatever. Like business, e-commerce, I love it, but it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. So if you just want to show it to people that you have something to do, like a side hustle, but a really side hustle, you're gonna put it in the work, you're showing that you do stuff, that's not gonna take you anywhere. And you're just gonna fail. It's better just to keep your mouth shut, just work 12, 18 hours work days whatever it takes. And then once the money's coming in, people are going to notice, no worries, if that's what you want. But if you start just showing it right off the bat, you're done. Like you're actually done. So I feel those are four key points that are really important and makes stores fail. So if you take those four in consideration, your store it's probably there it has more chances to succeed than if you don't. This was the video for today. If you liked it, give me a follow, give me a like, comment. I'll be responding to every comment. And well, I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.